Welcome to the Off Base Podcast alongside former Major Leaguer Xavier Scruggs. I'm Siera Santos filling in for our girl LG. And can you believe it? We are at the midway point of the season.
There's no way.
The threshold was passed during Friday's action of games, the Friday slate. Does it feel like it to you?
It feels like sometimes it's like we went so fast, but then sometimes like it's moving slow. As a player, it feels slow, but it's moving fast right now.
Covering the game, I feel like we're there. I feel like we should be at the All-Star game right now. You know what? We're not doing enough because right now we're going to go into the first half highlights and our favorite moments from 2025's campaign's first half. What is moving the needle for you, X?
Oh, I think one of the biggest stories of the year so far is Rafael Devers being traded to the Giants.
The jaw-dropping moment.
Yes, that to me sticks out. And the reason why it sticks out is because it reminds us, even from the beginning of spring training, that players have feelings too, right? Devers felt some type of way, and obviously that boiled over into the actual season and Craig Breslow and everything with the Red Sox. But more so, the Giants have their dude, right? They have their dude in the middle of the order that is going to continue to produce at a high level. They weren't able to sign him, free agent-wise, right? Sign their dude. They went out and traded for him. And I give Buster Posey a lot of credit because this is a guy that's coming in his first year, and he's making some serious waves by making the biggest move, the biggest acquisition of the whole year.
I think that was one of those moments, too, that was like you remember where you were at when the alert either came onto your phone or somebody texted you or told you in your ear, because I was at a backyard barbecue. Shout out, Benji. I was at a backyard barbecue, and I got the alert on my phone. And as soon as I got the alert, everyone else started getting it, too, and everyone's like, oh, Rafi got traded. And so there's so few moments that you find like that throughout the season, and that was the first one for me that comes to mind.
I almost didn't believe it.
No.
But for you, what for you is one of those moments that
I think I'm going individual player.
Yeah.
That was my first one because I am a Tarik Skubal stan. I love Tarik Skubal, and he threw a 13 strikeout Maddox on May 25th, 2025. Okay, a Maddox is any complete game shutout thrown under 100 pitches. His 13 Ks are the most in a Maddox since 2000. And from April 8th to June 6th, he struck out 95 batters and walked just 3 over 11 starts. His dominance has continued. He is still the reigning Cy Young winner, and he is looking every bit of it.
He really is. And this Cy Young race for the American League is going to be something special this year. He's got some guys that are there with him. But I see you rock. I was wondering why you was rocking the jersey today.
Yeah.
I was wondering. I knew you had something up your sleeve.
And, you know, they're one of the best teams in baseball.
There's no doubt. They feel like they're the best.
They are. Well, I think they're one of the best. They are one of the best.
Facts. All right, let me move on. I'm going to get to Cal Raleigh setting the record by a catcher, the most home runs by the break.
Ugh.
I mean, and did it June 20th. Like, the fact that he did it so early, too, but this is the thing for our audience to understand. Doing it from both sides, he's clutch. And guess what? My man announced he's going to be in the home run derby in Atlanta, too. So we're getting some big bats in that derby.
I love it when we have really big names.
That's what I'm talking about. And look, another thing to me, too, is the Mariners would not be anywhere near where they are without Cal Raleigh, right?
No.
And look, we had an off-base episode a couple weeks ago, and I mentioned he needs to be in that conversation of MVP. Everybody went crazy. Now, more people are having that same conversation now.
He absolutely is in the conversation. He's at the top of the conversation, in fact. And I think one other pivotal moment for me, and I had already felt this, but I think this series solidified it. Dodgers-Padres is the best rivalry in baseball.
Wow.
Do not tell me otherwise. Okay, Andy Pajes, Fernando Tatis Jr., Shohei Ohtani, they all get plunked. Managers get in each other's faces. They get suspended. The teams just flat out do not like each other. And there was a question, is this the best rivalry in baseball? They put it to bed. Yes, it is. It all started last year, and it's carried over to this year, and it has been so fun to watch. When Dodgers and Padres are playing, I want to be in front of a television, or better yet, in the stands. But, I don't really have that kind of time off to just head over to LA or to San Diego. But I cannot wait for them to play each other again come August.
Well, hopefully next time they play each other, they sending us. They sending us. We're
right here. We'll take the show on the road.
I love that my former manager too, Mike Schilt, just he was getting hot. I love that. Okay, my next one. Ronald Acuña Jr. homering on the first pitch he saw in 2025.
Baller.
Look, and what it is to me is obviously it's instant offense, but it reminds you that the injection of energy that he can bring into the Atlanta Braves lineup is not matched, right? It can't be matched. And not to mention, we talked about Cal Raleigh in the home run derby. Guess who else has announced that he will be in the home run derby?
I love this so much, too.
At his own crib in Atlanta. I'm hyped for this, man, because the game needs this type of energy. Ronald Acuña Jr. is just different. My man takes 40 seconds to get around the bases after the home run trot, doing all of his antics, and I absolutely love it. He's a show.
Do you remember the crowd reaction to Teo?
The Teoscar Hernandez, yeah, when he went off, yes, absolutely.
It was insane to
nuts.
have the hometown representation and the crowd behind you. It adds a whole, look, I get goosebumps talking about it. It adds a whole nother dimension to the home run derby. And the fact that he is the star, the bona fide star of the Braves, and he's going to be in it. Ooh,
it's
I
the
can't wait
only
to hear
right
that
way
crowd.
to honor Hank Aaron, by the way. That's the only way to
100%.
do it right there.
Okay, here's another debut where I remember exactly where I was at because I had a lacrosse ball on my shoulder and I'm rolling back and forth and I'm watching Chase Burns make his debut.
You roll it out?
I've got a tight shoulder.
You all right?
No, I'm not actually. I think I need to get an MRI. He struck out his first 5 batters. Mind you, he's facing the Yankees.
Yeah.
6 of his first 7 in his debut. He ended the day with 8 strikeouts. He was sitting around 98, 100 with his fastball all game. Even better, he grew up a Yankee fan. And, he was in high A about 2.5 months ago. And we've seen his ascension through the minors. And now here he is at the big league level, already making an impact.
Yeah.
And when somebody's that highly touted and they come up and they do their thing.
Yes.
Their thing, it's so fun to watch.
Yeah, you get about as excited as I do about these college dudes. He's not the only one, though, too. Right? Think about how fast these guys have all made that quick debut. I'm loving it. The one that I'm thinking about so much is, Christian Moore. I had the opportunity to talk to him when he was actually drafted. I hosted the draft. I will host it again this year, be that sideline reporter, getting to talk to him and hear the maturity from him.
Yeah.
He was ready to win. As soon as he put the Angels hat on, he said, came off of a winning College World Series in Tennessee. And the first thing he says is, I want the fans to know that I win. Doesn't matter what jersey I'm wearing, I'm going to win. And everybody's like, wait a minute, you on the Angels, remember that. But he was so confident in the maturity level, to me, so exciting to see. And he's already doing his thing, already impacting the game. Just won a game recently a couple days ago.
I just want to know what the fit is going to look like in Atlanta.
Oh, it's going to be on point.
Okay, I know what I'm looking forward to in the second half, and that's your outfit for the draft. But what are you looking forward to in the second half when it comes to Major League Baseball?
When I think about stories, there's so many great ones. Jacob deGrom's reemergence now after, what have kind of been a wash last couple of years. He's going to vie for a 3rd Cy Young this year. And all of his stuff is deadly. I think that last time out, seeing the changeup early on in the game, to me, this is a difference maker, obviously, in the Texas Rangers rotation. But with his health, him making all the starts, him being able to go deep into some ball games now, this is the Jacob deGrom that we remembered, that we love, and we're seeing him do it right now. And he should be on his way to the All-Star game as well.
Do you think that if he continues what he's been able to do and is able to go on, is he a Hall of Famer?
If he wins a 3rd Cy Young, Siera, it would be hard to deny him. Even though he had the injury, you win 3 Cy Youngs in that small amount of time. That to me says something about you being one of the best, if not the best pitcher within that generation.
Awesome. Well, I'm really excited about our next guest because he is
I'm
a
juiced.
World Series MVP, a Red Sox legend. Manny Ramirez is going to join us after the break. He's going to talk about his swing, how he's getting ready for a home run derby at the ripe age of 53 years old, and what it's like seeing his sons follow in his footsteps.
I love watching Manny. I think he's one of the best hitters that's ever lived.
And there's a shot to left field to put Boston on top. My goodness, was that ball crushed.
The Most Valuable Player Award in the historic 2004 World Series goes to Manny Ramirez.
A long drive to left, deep into the night, three-run walk-off home run, Manny Ramirez.
Swung on a high fly ball right center field. This one is deep. She's sailing back, and that one's gone. Number 500. Manny has done it tonight in Baltimore.
Time now to welcome to the Off Base Podcast a 12-time All-Star, 19th season MLB veteran, two-time World Series champion, and 2004 World Series MVP, Manny Ramirez, who joins us from what I'm guessing is a very expensive luxury vehicle. I want to address two things right off the bat, Manny. Power tie is sick.
You know me. Once you're a player, you always be a player. You know that.
No, you're looking so good. And you know who was looking good last week was your son at the last week's draft combine, Manny Ramirez Jr. You know, we saw you, though, giving him some tough love when you were on the broadcast. Has that always been your motto with your kids?
I have to. They're smarter than me. They're more comfortable than me. So I demand a lot for them, you know, because if I made it, we nobody's pushing me. What about them? We all are comfortable and they go into a good school. I want them to be better than me.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. And obviously those things being conveyed by you is something that they should obviously trust. I want to get straight into your swing, Manny, because I love looking at one of my favorite players and the swing adjustments that you made over time. I got to ask you, from your first year in the big leagues all the way to your last year, what were some of the adjustments you felt like you had to make over time to continue to give you that longevity in which you played?
To be honest, I didn't have to make any adjustment. It was just making the adjustment in my mind, having confidence and knowing that I could play the game and telling myself every day that I was one of the best players in the game, because the talent is always there. It's the mind that's always playing tricks on you to see if you could still do it.
Right.
Yeah, I got some intel on you, Manny, before I came in to do this podcast from my co-host, Kevin Millar of Intentional Talk. One of the things that
You know Milali.
He exaggerates. I know he might exaggerate a little bit.
It's in the past.
No, but one of the things that he said that was really glowing about you is that there was this non-tendered free agent who became one of the best designated hitters this game has ever seen, and he credits you for that. And he's talking about David Ortiz. He said that so many of the Sox followed you around like puppy dogs, and just like X was talking about your swing, when you hear one of your former teammates say that about you, or have that be the consensus among your peers, what does that mean to you, that he credits you with the way David Ortiz played?
Like, I remember when David came from Minnesota, he wasn't a great hitter, but I remember I took him under my wing. You know, we used to go to the cage. He used to watch me hit. We even was lifting together and doing a lot of stuff together. So he started learning the swing he became one of the best left-handed hitter in the game.
Easily one of the best left-hand hitters in the game. And that also reminds me of, with David Ortiz, you in the documentary Netflix recently just put out about that 2004 team. Did you get a chance to check out the documentary on Netflix, and what did you like, if so, or what did you take away from it?
To be honest, you want me to be honest? I haven't seen it. I haven't seen it. I've been so busy with my family, with my kids, with my wife, that I haven't got the time, to sit down and watch it.
It's good, Manny.
Yeah, you have to check it out. And they got some good sound bites from you. I won't spoil it for everybody, but they got some good sound bites from you.
One thing that I know is not a lie from Kevin Millar is that you guys have teamed up. You guys are teammates for the Home Run Derby X coming up, I believe, in a month or so?
What? He's doing it? I'm doing it.
He said, I know I'm doing it.
He said you guys are teammates.
He's still swinging it? I think he's too old.
Okay, so one of the things he said is that he's slow and 15 pounds overweight. So he's trying to hit the gym, get himself right. He was super sore after taking a couple hacks in the cage. How are you feeling though? Are you in peak fitness form?
I'm ready to rack.
Yeah!
Let's
go!
To go, baby.
Oh, I love hearing that.
I seen, Manny, I seen you training. I seen you on Instagram working. Still smooth, one of the smoothest swings that we've ever seen. I want to ask you right now, when you watch games, who's a favorite player for you that you like to watch, or someone that you really enjoy the way they go about their business?
I like Ohtani, and I also like Mike Trout. I think, and Aaron George, I think they're the best who have that technique in MLB right now.
Love that.
Absolutely.
Some of the best.
Okay, Manny, we really appreciate the time. I'm really excited to see you both in this home run derby competition.
Didn't even know Kevin was in it.
They're teammates, X. He's pulling our leg.
You know he's lying, but you know me.
No, Manny, come on.
All I do is win, win, win. You know it. All I do is win.
Okay, all right. I'm fully expecting you to take home this trophy, but thanks so much for coming on the podcast.
Thanks,
we really appreciate
Thank
the
you
time.
for having me on the show.
And good luck to the kids, too. Your boys.
Thank you. And make sure you check out my clothing line, Manny Wood.
Manny Wood. Yeah, we got you.
Hat and tie are both from the clothing line, correct?
Believe it.
You know you're a beast when you got your own logo on everything you got.
No, I know. Okay, so next week.
When you got your logo, you know you made it.
So next week we're gonna be head to toe in Manny's line, in his line.
Thank you guys, man. Thank you for having me on the show. You guys are the best.
Appreciate you.
Stay blessed, man.
Hey, stay blessed, man. God bless. Bye.
Well, Manny is always a good time, and you also had yourself a time at Fanatics Fest last week. We're going to dive into the highlights from what you saw and who you talked to coming up.
Xavier Scruggs, we're here at Fanatics Fest, Javits Center. It's live out here. MLB activation right behind me, but there's so much more around here. My first time here, I gotta go check out everything. Let's get it. WWE belts, we got the MLB belts right here. Look how sweet these things are. I would consider buying these for myself. We got the Marlins one right here. Former team, I'm wearing the Marlins City Connect. I'm rocking it. We got St. Louis down here as well. Love it. That's the team I came up with. Oh, I might have to grab one of these. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Let's go, baby. Let's go. That's 5. Got my boy Anthony Volpe here, shortstop, Yankees. Man, what's this experience been like for you? I know it's been crazy for me, my first time.
Yeah, really crazy. First time for me too, so But it's amazing. I think it does so much for the game, so much for the young fans. And it's great to interact.
Baseball was shunned upon in every way, with the fits,
Right.
to wearing stuff on the field, jewelry,
just
everything.
that old school mentality, yes.
And now it's just that everybody's open to it. Even the old school guys come now and they're just like, you know, bro, we love what you're doing to the game. Like, we wish we could have done that one day, but it's like, I'm enjoying it. I'm having fun. I love it. Ain't nothing better than this right here, bro.
I'm Xavier Scruggs, and that's a wrap from Fanatics Fest. You know it's only getting bigger and better every single year. X out.
Don't give that man a folding chair.
Don't
What you
mess
got?
with me. I got the special edition
Of course
4th
you
of
do.
July Franklin batting gloves right here. And they
those
continue to
are
do an
sick.
amazing job. They got
What do they have
the
on 'em?
popsicles, they got the bats in here, rockets, fireworks, everything.
Favorite part of 4th of July? Fireworks?
Yeah, fireworks, 100%.
Absolutely.
On the field.
Well, it's
Not-
always fireworks on the Off Base podcast.
Not to mention we got a new off-base bat.
Woo-hoo-hoo! We are back next week. Thanks so much for joining us.